Okay, I think you clocked into Cronin properly. Let me just double check that real quick. And I'll show you how you can edit quickly if you don't already know. Let's look at the Cronin's summary here. Yeah, it looks like you and Nicole and all your stuff were there for 2.2 hours. That sounds right. 7 a.m. to 9:12 p.m. You access this by looking at the service detail, just by clicking on that service name. So Cronin looks good. It's in red. It's completed. If you wanted to go back and edit the time on Cronin, you would go to time and you would scroll yourself down. You would scroll and here, say Nicole's time was actually like 9:10 or whatever. You would update it there, okay? That's under time, scrolling down to clock summary. But Sperry needs to be dealt with. Sperry has actually 3 services: the landscape monthly maintenance, the deer repellent, and the time material in the vegetable garden. So I'm just going to make up that you guys spent half an hour on the deer repellent because I don't really know, and it doesn't matter too much really. So first we'll clock in on the landscape monthly maintenance. So let's expand that. You and Nicole and all of your stuff, that looks good. We'll clock you in. Employees are clocked in. I'm just going to clock you right back out because this isn't in real time, and we'll go back and edit those times before we complete the service. Let's clock you and Nicole out. Sometimes it doesn't work when it's like the same minute on these test jobs, so I'm going to pause it until my clock goes to another minute. Okay, it's 8:59. I clocked you out. Now we need to clock in a deer repellent and to the vegetable garden. So we got to kind of keep going here. We'll do the vegetable garden. Working is always the activity on these. Let's expand it just to make sure. Yeah, it's just you and Nicole. And actually, why don't we'll just have Nicole, we'll just have you do the hour on the vegetable garden. Why not, right? Clock in. Clock out. Okay. And then we need to do another clock in on the deer repellent. Clock in on the deer repellent. Let's see who is. Oh, good. So we can have Nicole do the deer repellent. Clock in. Clock out. Clock Nicole out. Okay, sorry, I had to wait a minute. Okay, that's clocked in. Okay, so now we need to review the times and complete it. There's going to be a bunch of tracks that we have to look at. Your checklist is fine. It's just a reminder, basically. Okay, so we've got track 1 of the landscape monthly maintenance. Track 2 is the time and materials vegetable garden, and track 3 is your deer repellent. So we'll get started. I believe you said that was 9:12 a.m. And we can work until... This isn't going to be like actually accurate because it's not real, but the times are going to be accurate. So okay, I'm just going to make this 2:15, and then I'm going to say you said you spent it like an hour. Actually, I want to make this 2:10, I guess. 2:10 to 3:15 on the vegetable garden, and let's say Nicole spent an hour. 2:10. Okay, I just want to reiterate this isn't like accurate. I realize because like, you were actually driving from probably at 2:30 or something, and Nicole probably didn't spend an hour and 5 minutes exactly doing the deer repellent. But just to make this easier, because it's not being done in real time, I'm just doing it this way. Ideally, you should try to do it in real time, because it is kind of a pain to not. So we'll save the time and complete the services. And then you can go back to your jobs and you can see Sperry's looks pretty good. You can click here and you can see your times. And if you had any pictures that you took that day, you'd put them there. And I'm going to assume you just left after you came back at 3:15 from Sperry. And that's it. Okay, thanks.